Alright, hello and welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. Remember when I said I'd have a farm set up and ready to go? I might have been slightly exaggerating. What I do have is I have an area over here that's actually already cleared out. And if we tear up the cobblestone slabs here, we have dirt. Yes, this is going to be the farm area. I just don't want to set it up too quickly and have what would be basically a gigantic mob spawning area. So I opted for the option of using the slabs to cover it all up till it's ready. Plus I get this nice, neat little hammer thing here, which is just absolutely fantastic. I made this for what I want to do a little bit later on in the episode, actually. One of the quests that we have is to go to the Nether, and I would like to do so. This thing is a, what is it? It is Electrum Head, let's see, Electrum Head, 2 nether quartz plates, and a bronze rod with silk touch. I don't think I actually need silk touch on it, but it's got silk touch. Anyway, so we have stuff for cows and sheep. I have a single pig spawner, which is not going to help me overly much. And what I think I want to do is I'm going to have this set up so that it is a 3x3 area for the cows. So we're not going to have a lot of cows in here, right? But what we are going to have is 3x3. We're going to have another 3x3. Right, good. So this will be a miscellaneous pen, so it's going to be empty for now. Then I have sheep. Sheep we can give a little bit of a bigger area because we'll need a few more of them. IR spec, I promise. Let's see. But what we have left here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no good way to do that. Alright, we'll just leave this open for the sheep. The sheep get a good area. This is basically going to be a kill zone for cows. We're not going to kill these cows, but we're going to kill their babies. I know, it's not necessarily the nicest thing in the world to do. I think I actually have some grass seeds that we could put on here. And since we are putting down grass seeds, cows and stuff will naturally spawn, so I think what I need to do is add what is more or less a firewall that will prevent them from spawning. And that's basically going to be something that will just stop the grass from spreading. Which can be really anything, except dirt. Get the cobblestone. Oh yeah, I also grew up by a slime tree here, so we got a quest to turn in for that. That should be enough. Am I forgetting something or anything? Or grass seeds? No, okay, no, we're good. No, we're forgetting something. Something important. We need torches over here. If we don't have torches, this is going to turn into a gigantic spawning pad. Actually, that may not. That should be fairly close within range of my magnum torch over here, but just to be safe, I am going to put torches here anyway. There we go. Alright, so first off, let's go ahead and put down some grass seeds right there. That'll spread. We are going to break this and put down some cobblestone. Totally didn't think about the fact I had to go all the way around. Alright, so that's not going to insulate this space. I need a lot more cobblestone. You know what? I can use stone slabs. I am so smart. SMRT. And that was my pop culture reference for the week. Alright. Does that even count as pop culture anymore? That episode of The Simpsons is so freaking old. Alright, so we got grass in here now, and we have grass in here. Let's go ahead and put down 1 cow, 2 cow. Ow. They're very testy cows. We don't want to get close to them. And then 1 sheep, 2 sheep. Alright. So you all do good. You have fun. Don't eat me and we'll be fine. We're actually going to grab something from right down here. I actually managed to get some nether wart and stuff, but if you notice this, it says this plant cannot grow here. I've tried placing this thing everywhere around my base, and I've not been able to find where it can grow, so I'm thinking I might need to take this to the nether to actually get nether wart. I could be wrong, I probably am wrong, but it's a little confusing. The book for Agricraft makes no mention of it needing any sort of like special blocks other than soul sand, so I'm a bit lost as to what it actually needs. So I'll go ahead and get this. There we go, nether wart. It just shows soul sand, and that's it. It just shows the tiers. It doesn't show where it can grow, what it needs to grow. So I'm a little bit lost. Anyway, let's go ahead and set up another portal. Where would be a good spot for another portal that's not going to get us killed immediately zoning back in? I don't think that place exists. Alright, so let's just go ahead and set it up over here. This looks like a good spot. One, two, three. No! Ah. So good news, this can mine obsidian. Bad news, this is going to take a while. So if you ignore the big gaping hole, I think that looks fine. Something that may be of use to add to this is a fence gate or two. But I think we'll forget that for now. Worst comes to worst, I'll just break the portal. Alright, let's give this a whack. Alright, in we go. So also get this, because we are going to need this for a quest. Right here. With any luck, this doesn't kill me. If this does, you're going to see a very, very upset mole rat. Alright. So there's a ton of pigmen. I don't want to see them, because I'm willing to bet they're already hostile. Where do we need to go for this? We need to go minus 155, 141. So it's this way. It's over this way. Alright, we got to be careful doing this because there are silverfish, or rather netherfish, or whatever they're called. The only redeeming factor is there are no infernal mobs. Minus 155, 141. It's this way. Hey, go Silk Touch. A few nether ores. I don't want to die here. Fuck. I blame you, Jaded. You know what the funny thing is? I'm doing this for a heart, right? I'm doing it for half a heart, which I could then combine with my half a heart to make a heart. So at this point, there's no benefit to doing this. But I have to do it to get back to where I was. I mean, the only real benefit at this point is that since I died... How are you still hostile? I am going to pave over this entire place with slabs. I don't care. Alright. Oh, good news, I got my head. Which can apparently work as an infusion stabilizer. Before we get too far, let's go ahead and test something real quick. And we do have nether ores here, which is what I was thinking we did. That's one of the reasons why I made this a Silk Touch pick, is because you can actually mine up nether ores, and if you have Silk Touch, they don't explode. Let's go ahead and put the soul sand here. Crops. And now can I grow nether wart? Okay, so yeah, it looks like it does have to be in the nether to grow. That is good to know. And I'm thinking that's the same thing for my tree I have right here, the ghostwood sapling. I tried growing it in the overworld, it just wouldn't grow. I sat there for probably about 2 days. $6 meters away. I'm really not liking the look of this map. Okay. Oh, stop bouncing, please. None of that. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Okay, there's apparently nothing here. So this was either an old quest or it was just a broken quest. Gold. I have more than enough gold, so we'll pass. Lapis? Yeah, lapis. That's unfortunate. That is even... No, 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 no. We're getting out of here now. You know what? No. What we're going to do, we're going to go to the overworld. We are going to go get our magnum torch, and we are going to light up the nether with a magnum torch. We are not using that thing. We are not using this to its proper advantage. Get back here. Alright, so there shouldn't be any spawnable areas over here except for there, which is lit up. That's good. Did you all make the baby? You did. Thank you. Let's do a quick little check here. Alright. You're a little dark in the corner back there, so we'll take care of you. As are you. That is entirely too many nitro creepers spawning. Entirely too many. No, no. You son of a... No, this isn't fair. This is not fair. Go away. I don't want to die. Oh, this is not right. That is just not fair. Oh, jeez. You know, I think I'll leave that in. People enjoy seeing me suffer, and apparently every time I go back from the nether, I get a fresh supply of apples and bone meal and stuff. Let's get some of the stuff here. That's just not right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go in, we're going to place down a magnum torch, and then we're going to come back out. We're not going to do anything fancy, we're not going to go mine anything, we're just going to put down the magnum torch. And hope there's not a nitro creeper on the other side. Okay, we're good. We're good, we made it, we're safe. Alright, so whenever that stuff does this thing, when those creepers despawn, they're not going to spawn again, or at least not in the immediate area, so we should be good for now. Let's go ahead and check out some of this quest stuff. Alright, so the thing that I wanted to do today, really wanted to do, was get ore processing set up. For the most part, I've been manually using a smeltery up here, and then it's just been filtering out to a barrel, which it works. It's not ideal, but it works, and I'm okay with that. I would, however, like to have something that can actually run while I'm not here, and to do that, I need to actually fully automate all steps of the process. So if we come down here to the basement, I've been doing a little bit of work. I have been diligently pounding gravel into blocks and stuff, and, well, I've created enough resources to get this started. So what I have right here is something missing. I actually need cobblestone slabs. Totally forgot about those. My bad. No, we're not cutting. We're just going to get the slabs and go back down. Alright, so anyway, down here. What I have is I have a igneous extruder that is feeding a pulverizer. The pulverizer turns the cobblestone into gravel and sand. Sand goes into the top, gravel goes to the right. Gravel goes through the automatic sieve, which has some speed upgrades to it, but I mean, really, these don't add a lot, and for what it took to make these, I regret making them. Anything that is not broken ore goes to the top. I need to actually put some void upgrades on these things. The broken ores go this way to the sorting chest. Well, actually, everything goes over here. The broken ores, however, end up in this compact chest right here. The autocrafter will then condense them into nice little ore gravel blocks. Right now we have a ton of aluminum. And then it just gets sucked into the pulverizer. Currently it's using a retriever since I didn't have a servo. I'm replacing that. I'm going to need that retriever elsewhere. And then on over here we have a sorting chest, which is probably going to get replaced with a compact chest. I had originally wanted to use refined relocation to do this, but it was only putting one item in at a time, and once space opened up, it wouldn't put more items back in until another item was inserted, so it really wasn't viable for what I wanted to do. That's okay though, we can work with what we have here. I think to get started, one of the things that I want to do is we are actually going to need to make more item ducts. That's okay. We just want to put those there and here. And what I have made is a hardened retriever. I hope this works on a regular item duct. Okay, it looks like it does. So I tried a regular retriever. It's got a spot of maybe like 3 or 4 items, and this holds 6. That's good. That will work for me. There's only going to be 4 items going in here, and no, 5 items in here and 6 in here. So this is a good limitation. Let's go ahead and get this. For the first smeltery, we need to make sure that we don't put anything together that can alloy. So if we put iron in here, we can't put ferrous, which is nickel. So if we put them together, we'll accidentally get invar, so that'll be bad. We can put copper. We can put gold. If we had metallurgy, we would not want to do gold because then you'd end up with some, what is it, engmal, and that stuff's terrible. And I think we can go ahead and do shiny. I think I had a list set up already, actually. Copper, lead, gold, iron, shiny. So copper, lead, gold, iron, and then shiny. This is not necessarily like the way you have to do it, this is just the way that works. The main thing is that you have to keep copper away. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. You have to keep copper away from both aluminum and tin, and you have to keep silver away from gold and ferrous away from iron. So none of these should alloy together. And if we come on over here, let's actually put these back. We are going to need ferrous, tin, silver, and I am missing something. Aluminum. How's there no aluminum in here? Is there no pulverizer recipe for aluminum? There isn't. Oh, okay, that's... okay. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do then is we're going to need to set up an exception for aluminum so that it gets pulled directly over here. And then we can just work directly from the ore gravel block. Anyway, so aluminum, ferrous, and there we go. Okay, so those are all filtered right now, that's good. You know what, I could probably make use of the covers that they have to hide that. That should work okay. I'm a little nervous having a giant gaping hole there, but I mean, I don't think that can be avoided unless I want to build a subfloor again. And I'm not sure I'm that motivated. You guys can go melt. that should be good. We're going to need a decent amount of item ducts. And really, for the way that we're doing this, I'm perfectly fine using the opaque ones. Alright. Feel a little bit better. Oh, that's making me nervous. That is making me so nervous. Alright. So we're going to set this to redstone ignored. And redstone ignored. So that's full. That's flashing. I don't know why that's flashing. And that just has tin. Not sure if this will take like a minute for it to realize, hey, you have this stuff over here, let's pull it. Or if it's trying to do it only in that order. Use metadata, yeah. It's a whitelist, it's not blacklist. Okay, that might be why. Whitelist. Yeah, because we got iron in here, we don't want that. Okay. Eventually, this thing will fill. I trust you to work. Please work. Alright. And then what we need to do on here, we don't need to do anything on this chest because it will pull out automatically. We do need to add that little bit extra for the, oh, I'm so nervous. We need to put a filter on there so we get the ore gravel in here for the aluminum. More important though, we're going to come along the back here and we're going to lay down some hardened ducts. Wrong ducts. Duct. I have a very... I keep saying duck. And I rest assured knowing I'm not the only person that does that, but it's annoying. Alright, so rather than use 2 retrievers on this, I like the retrievers if you can't tell, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have a tank buffer right over here and then put a retriever on the tank. Alright. And to do that, I need to take the, that off. Alright, we got a bucket. We need to get some lava. It's raining. Always rains. Oh, let's get some food while we're up here. There we go. Interesting. So that's actually automatically ejecting it. It's not needing me to pull it in. It's either that or it's retrieving anything right now. No, I don't know. Why is that working? Because that should not be actively ejecting. I don't have anything on there. It looks like the way that the retriever is working, it's pulling the lava from the tank up there, right? But since it's filling the pipe, even if I don't have a retriever on this end, it's going to go there. Because there is lava in here, it hits this bit and it splits. Because it's not a teleport pipe. So I can actually take this thing off, it looks like. Alright. Will you continue to fill? You're draining because you're going into the smeltery? Oh, there we go. So you have 462. You don't appear to be rising again, so it looks like I do need the retriever on there. 417. 431. Ah, you're driving me crazy. $357. All right. Let's just try a filter. If is a filter enough to make it work? I want you to whitelist lava. Okay, no, it's not. But an unconfigured retriever will fill it. Okay. Sure. Whatever works. We'll do that. Oops, I don't need that there. What I do need to do is set that to orange so that it actually fills these tanks. There we go. So we have molten tin, silver, and it's processing. We have processing! Hooray! Alright. So what we need to do is we have a servo filter. This filter's only going to filter out like 3 items, so it's not going to be enough. What I can do is I can use these two. I can just tell it to blacklist aluminum on this one and to whitelist it on this one, since that's the only thing I really need to filter. Aluminum blacklist, aluminum whitelist, and then put a servo. The only thing is, I think that's going to be going from the first slot at a time, so it's only ever going to move this aluminum. Oh, there it goes. Never mind. Hot diggity daffodil. And we got diamonds too. Check that out. You go there, and you go there. Alright, so the only thing I have left really is I need to set up an automatic casting thing for this, and then get them either up to my wall of barrels up there, which I can do. Because I could like leave this as like the little skunk works area, just where everything's processed out of sight, and have like the honest workshop floor upstairs, because that sounds kind of appealing, because I don't want to look at this. It works great and all, but it's harshing my mellow. Yeah. So, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. I'm going to work on getting the actual stuff to filter out. I need to make these a little bit bigger before I can do that, because I need a little bit more space. So we're actually going to use the smeltery up there and cook up some compressed cobblestone into seared brick. It doesn't take a lot, actually, for what I need to do, but it's going to take a while to cook up. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a message in the section below. And as always, have a good day, and I will see you next time with a little bit more Agrarian Skies.